Here are the steps to factoring quadratic expressions. The number one rule to factoring is you always want to take out the greatest common factor. We call that the GCF. Number two, if there are two terms, there could be a sum or difference of squareds or cubes. And then look to see if you have a trinomial that you could factor it using the chart or AC method. So the first set of examples all have greatest common factor. So the example A, 10x cubed minus 5x squared. We want to find out what can we take out the greatest of. So let's look at the coefficients first. The coefficients are 10 and 5. So what you can take out greatest by dividing is a 5. So what you're left with, after you divide by a 5 here and a 5 here, is a 2 and a minus 1. The other thing you can take out is a variable. The first term has an x cubed, the second term has an x squared. So the greatest amount of variable that you can take out is an x squared. So now we're going to divide this by x squared and this by x squared. And what are we left with? X cubed divided by x squared is an x. X squared divided by x squared is now gone. So what we're left with is 5x squared times 2x minus 1. Let's go to the second example. We have 6x squared minus 54. And we want to find out what is the greatest common factor. So we're going to look at the coefficient, 6, and the constant, negative 54. What can we divide out of both of those? We can divide both of them by a 6. So when you divide both by a 6, let's see what we're left with. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. 54 divided by 6 is 9. Left with the 1 here, and then minus 9. Now, there isn't any variables to take out, so I just bring down this x squared. Now later on, I'm going to show you how to continue factoring inside of that parentheses. That's called the difference of two squareds. This third example has a GCF. Talk about the numbers first. The greatest for a number is 2, and then the greatest for a variable, this has an x cubed, an x, and an x squared. So we can take out an x. And then what you're doing is you're dividing all of the terms by 2x. And now let's see what we're left with. So the 2's are going to cancel. You divide both by an x, so you're left with an x squared. So your first term is x squared. Going on to the next term, 4x divided by 2x. 4 divided by 2 is 2. X divided by x is 1, so you have to plus 2. The last term, minus, and then 2 divided by 2 is 1. X squared divided by x is x. This last example of a GCF, the GCF is x plus 4 and x plus 4. So that's what we're going to divide out. That's our GCF. And let's see what we're left with. So when you divide both parts by x plus 4 and x plus 4, what cancels is this x plus 4 and x plus 4. So you're left with 3x. And then x plus 4 and x plus 4 cancel, and you're left with plus 4.